I also have something coming up later today. I'm going to be participating in a town hall meeting, and the moderator is Jim Gray, and the subject is Tom Brady. So Tom Brady is going to be on the town hall meeting with a bunch of NFL talking heads on there. So you probably have Jim Nantz on there, Joe Buck on there, Chris Berman on there, Adam Schefter. There's a variety of people on there, and I was invited by Jim Gray over the weekend. I get to ask one question to Tom Brady. Now, what question would you ask Tom Brady? Doesn't mean you have to answer it, but do I do Malcolm Butler's Super Bowl?
Oh, no, really?
Well, I don't know.
Whoa.
Do I do Deflategate? Is there anything that needs to be asked that hasn't been answered?
This seems like a casual setting, not like a 60 Minutes type
interrogation.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. Everybody else is probably going to be throwing, verbal bouquets at Tom's feet, which is really hard not to. I just didn't know. Do I ask a question where I think I could get something out of Tom Brady? Yes, Seton.
Do you try to go with something more current? Like if you say, how much were you willing to pay for the 600 ball? Or does he think he got off easy?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what that fan got. Did the fan get... Did we see what the final tally was for the fan who has the 600 touchdown pass ball?
I don't think it was much. Yeah. I think it was like a jersey and a handshake.
Oh. Now, was it the jersey from the game? That's what I'd be curious, because I would want that. I got to have one of one.
But I think it was a jersey.
Jersey. Could have been a practice jersey.
Possibly.
Yeah. Yeah,
Paul. It feels like all the other people on this call will ask some type of retirement question. Mm-hmm. When are you going to retire? What will make the decision? Blah, 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 blah. Do you stay away from that?
Yeah, because I don't think Tom knows how long he's going to play. But I don't know, can you have fun? How much fun can you have on a Zoom call? Tom, it seems like it's a lot of fun. His social media is, Hall of Fame worthy. Yeah, McLovin.
If you are going to go controversial, here's the only thing that sticks out to me that I still don't understand.
Okay.
Why was that dude nicknamed the Deflator? I mean, it can't be because of weight loss. What are the odds that there'd be a scandal about deflating footballs and this guy's nickname was a Deflator?
It's a fair question.
You have to say a Boston accent when you say it.
Deflator. Yeah. Yeah. Like, I would prefer to watch this and not be involved in it. Just to say, hey, I asked Tom a question. Like, I don't care. But, I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, Paul.
If you could replay one game in your career, is that a fair question? He only gets one. I know he's got probably a couple he wants, obviously. But he gets to pick one of the, I assume, Super Bowl losses.
So the 2 Giants and the 1 Eagles.
Yeah, but one of them bothers him more than the others.
I don't think he could have done anything more in the Eagles game. I would be curious how he would have handled the pass rush in both of those games against the Giants. I like that. Yes, McLeod.
I'm just going to say the format itself, when you add the words town hall to any presentation, immediately you've taken some of the excitement out of it. Yes, town hall is not a place to,
I know.
To cause controversy. You're supposed to be sort of thoughtful.
It would be great if it was a roast, if there was alcohol involved. Then you could get a little loose, off the rails. But that's later on. And then I think it's going to air tonight on Tom's show that he does with Jim Gray. And I think that's Mad Dog Radio.
Yeah, let's go on Mad Dog Radio.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah, that's the name of it. Let's go. But it's a town hall. Yes, Tom.
So are there any rules, restrictions? Is it supposed to be more lighthearted, or you can get dramatic, your biggest regret personally and professionally, or they don't really want that?
Is that your question?
That would be my question. Other than the Super Bowl losses, what's your biggest regret personally and professionally outside of the 3 Super Bowl losses?
Okay.
Personally and professionally.
I don't know if personally.
Dan, I'm glad you asked about these intensely private details on this
public
forum.
He doesn't have to answer.
Well, I know, but I don't know if he would, like, personally. Like I don't know if he wants to go down that road.
Because he's expecting everyone to ask him football questions and Eagles and Giants and everything, and all of a sudden you sneak in this relationship or that relationship.
No, we're not doing that.
Don't go there.
Yeah, it's not going there.
We're going to wrap this one up early. Thanks for everyone being on the call.
They have the right to edit out anything that doesn't go exactly the way Tom Brady wants anyway. They're not going to it's not a live thing.
Thank you, Todd. Yes, McLeod.
Has he ever expressed regret about going to Michigan and then has he ever said, I wish I didn't go here and have to deal with this Drew Henson situation?
I don't think this is the moment to ask that, but I would like to know, what happened at Michigan that you got beat out by Drew Henson. Yes, Eden.
I don't think that's real. I think that the Michigan Drew Henson thing is pretty overplayed in his story. He didn't really get beat out for the job, and he started 16 games or something like that for his junior and senior year. People act like he barely saw the field. I don't think that's really the way that played out.
You're getting a little sensitive there.
There's a lot of misinformation. Tom, a lot of misinformation surrounding you and your career. Which one bothers you the most? Drew Henson, Deflategate?
Yeah. I'll hang up and listen.
Yeah.
Yes, Pauline.
I have one more. My question to Tom would be, what does Jim Gray have on you? Because it seems like Jim's everywhere. You're christening a ship, and there's Jim right next to you. You're hosting a show, and there's Jim hosting. You do these halftime interviews for like 8 years now on Westwood One, and Jim Gray gets to host it?
I was going to say, but I was going to joke about it, and I was going to ask a question like, why is Jim Gray your host?
Yeah.
And I have a good relationship with Jim.
Yes, Jim comes on the show all the time.
And he's been a very good friend.
How did this start? How did this teamwork happen?
Yeah. But I was going to treat it the way, Tom did. Remember when Tom was going around, asking teams if they were interested in him, and then he said, you're going to stay with this bleep? I was going to say something along the lines of, why do you have Jim Gray as your host? And then say, but to put it into your terminology, Tom, why are you staying with this bleep? Which is what he did to some team, whether it was Mitchell Trubisky or somebody. I thought that might be a little too much.
I like it, but I don't know if it would play.
No.
I think you got a good question there.
Yeah. Yes, Todd.
And if you want to go further, I didn't realize Brady and Larry Fitzgerald have such a great relationship over the years with all the touchdown passes I guess he threw to Larry that we all missed. Why is it Larry Fitzgerald and Jim Gray? Isn't he part of those broadcasts?
I don't know if I want to ask my question to Brady, like, why do you have Larry Fitzgerald as your partner?
Well, if you could ask about Jim Gray, the next question, if you could talk about that particular show of all the people, Larry Fitzgerald.
No, but Jim Gray, that's kind of a funny thing. Like Larry Fitzgerald, there's nothing funny about
maybe
that.
He's got a great story. Larry Fitzgerald saved the kid in the pool. Who knows what happened there? That Larry Fitzgerald of every receiver, of any retired
He's a first ballot Hall of Famer.
There's a lot of Hall of Famer receivers over the years. Like, why? I'm just curious. When I put on that show, so, okay, Jim Gray and Larry Fitzgerald. Neither one of those makes a lot of sense.
Just call a 20-second timeout.
All right, 20-second timeout.
All right, that's it. Yeah, see.
Say, Tom, why are you so much fun now? As opposed to the other 19 years of your career, or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Why are you so much fun now, Tom?
Yes, McLovin.
Can you throw a question at Jim Gray? Can you ask him his biggest regret if he did LeBron the wrong way? Or the Pete Rose interview. Maybe he thinks didn't Pete Rose get mad at him for asking about gambling?
No, I'm not asking Jim Gray the question. It's a Tom Brady. This is a bad idea.
That would be kind of funny, though, if you totally ignored Tom Brady. Hey, Tom, I'll get you down the road.
Hey, Tom, good to see you. Jim, let me ask you.
Biggest career regret.
I don't know if he even regrets it.
Personally or professionally. No, Jim wrote a book, and he addressed all of these things. We talked to him about this. Oh, I'm not.
People are gonna be so bored of Brady questions. Throw in a couple Jim Gray questions.
This is Tom Brady's show. He's the central part of this. Oh my God!
This is why you're going to the Hall of Fame, because of the support you have from your staff.
Yes.
What's up with Larry Fitzgerald?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
So many NFL players in the world.
Yeah. Like Tom. Why Larry Fitzgerald?
He picked it out of a hat. Don't worry about it. He's good co-host.
That's not a good question. That's not.
Tom, relationship-wise, any regrets personally?